Ay, 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 ay.
Alright boys, I hope your swords are nice and polished and you're fully erect because we're jumping right into it. Today's video will be about how Mithridates VI ruined it for everyone in the East. Let me say this right now. I don't hate Mithridates. I'm actually kind of a fan of how he challenged the Roman Republic. But let's be honest, he did ruin it for everyone in the East. I guess you could say that the Romans were gonna end up in the East either way, but he sped up the process. Mithridates was born in 135 BC, and he was born of Greek and Persian ancestry. He was the first son of Mithridates V of Pontus. His father was poisoned, and he later fled because his mother favored his brother, another Mithridates, and she tried to kill him. He later comes back and takes the throne by imprisoning his mother and brother, and he married his sister. What a fucking loser. He starts to subjugate surrounding kingdoms. The king of Bithynia started to align himself with Rome more and more, so our boy had decided that Rome must be expelled from Asia. There were 3 Mithridatic wars. The first and third ended up in losses, while the second war was a draw. The first war started because the king of Bithynia, Nicomedes IV, was basically a puppet of Rome. And our boy, Mithridates, wanted to overthrow him, and Nicomedes' Roman advisors instigated the attack on Pontus. There were only 2 legions in the area, and those legions joined with Nicomedes and were defeated by our boy. After his victory in Anatolia, he massacred 80,000 Italians. Yeah, that probably pissed off the Romans. Our boy later aligned with the king of Armenia, Tigranes. Yeah, we're going with that. The Romans ended up with winning the first war, led by Lucius Cornelius Sulla. The terms of the peace were pretty lenient toward the kingdom of Pontus, as just the borders before the war were kept the same. The second war wasn't Mithridates' fault, since the Roman governor in the area attacked our boy and he just retaliated. He later defeats the Roman governor at Halys. Another peace treaty was signed, but the third war started when the king of Bithynia died and gave his lands to the Romans. Our boy was not going to allow this. The Romans already had influence in the area, so having Bithynia would add to that. Also, our boy aligned with the rebellious Roman general, Sertorius. The war started off great, since he was unopposed, but the Senate sent Lucius Licinius Lucullus. Mithridates later lost at Cyzicus. Alright, going with Cyzicus. And it starts to go downhill from there. He lost another battle at Cabria, and then fled to Armenia, where his father-in-law was the king. All of Pontus was conquered. At that point, the king of Armenia, Tigranes, was pretty strong. He conquered the rumpled state of the Seculids. We're doing Seculids. R.I.P. to the Seleucids, and fought off his former overlord, the Parthians. Lucullus sent an envoy to the king Tigranes, demanding him to give up our boy. It's confusing that the king of Armenia would risk war with the powerful Romans for Mithridates. I know Tigranes was strong himself, but in hindsight, this was clearly a mistake. Tigranes ends up losing at Tiranocertora, which was his capital, and Artacasta, and just like that, the kingdom of Armenia became weak again. While our boy flees from Armenia to reclaim his kingdom and defeats the Romans at Zela, Lucullus kind of gets his victory stolen since he was replaced by the kill stealer himself, Pompey the Great. I honestly think Pompey's overrated, but that'll be a different video real soon. Pompey basically goes on a world tour and fights everyone in the area. He later corners Mithridates and defeats him at Lycus. He tried to flee to Armenia again, but Tigranes said hell no, so he had to go to his northern provinces. His own son was unwilling to help his father, so he did an epic pro-gamer move and killed his son. But a rebellion from another son caused him to try and kill himself with poison. But since our boy was immune, he asked one of his bodyguards to kill him. And now, most of the eastern Mediterranean was under Roman control. Partly, no mostly, in blame of Mithridates IV, our boy, who later gave birth to Mithridates VI. After Mithridates V.
Dame, 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 oh, dame.